Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome to Dishonored 2. So thanks to the guys over at Bethesda who invited me along to a capture event. I have a little bit of the game to show off to you. Now, as a little bit of a disclaimer, this is like, I believe this is just an extended demo that was at conventions, or is at conventions. So that means basically that as a character, I'm a little bit stronger than I would normally be, and the AI is a little bit weaker than they would normally be in the final game. So just keep that in mind. Also, I'm not very good at this game. This is about my 4th playthrough of this mission. So I finally got half okay at it. So this is the one I wanted to show you, because I did record all the others, but oh, you don't want to see it. It'd probably need to be a lot of editing done there. So this is really, well, the day I recorded this was my first time playing Dishonored, or I guess Dishonored 2, but I haven't played the first one, so this was a complete new experience for me, and it was really interesting just to see how many, like, it's just, I love games based on choice, like, where you can, you know, in a reasonable manner, do whatever you would like, I guess, because this is like a story-based game after all, so there has to be a finite number of ways you can do things, but because it is like, I guess, an not open world, well, I don't know. But this particular level where you're going inside the mansion, it's like, you know, the mansion is open. You don't have to go in a linear fashion. You go whichever way you want, which I found really interesting, especially because this was my 4th time through, I had actually learnt my way around the manor a little bit better than I had. Obviously, on the first time, I didn't really know what I was doing, and it was also my first time playing Dishonored, so I didn't really know that there was different ways you could do things. But now that I do, I went a different way, which actually I think turned out to be a little bit easier than going what I guess you would imagine would be the standard way. And apparently I've fallen into the floor, so that's that's really, really useful. So, as you may have seen, we're on a mission to save Anton Sokolov, and also in the process take out Kieran Jindosh, because who likes that dude anyway? I mean, again, disclaimer, I don't really know who these people are. It was explained to me beforehand, but I didn't really know what was going on. Anyway, these dudes, what are they called? The Clockwork Soldiers or something. Is that? Oh my god, I really apologize in case, like, if you guys, some of you guys probably know everything about this game, but I'm a complete noob, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart, but I hope at least through showing this gameplay, you know a little bit, you can understand a little bit of what's going on. But basically, I'm just trying to sneak around without any of the guards or the robots waking up and getting me, because that is not really what I want to do. Again, this is one of those games, or at least one of the games that I play, where I go stealthy. I go full stealth until everything goes wrong, and then I just go out guns blazing. So of course we have these 2 guards here. The robots, they stay asleep until there's a noise, which I think, I'm not listening to the game at the moment, but I think they were just talking about that in the game. They're like, oh nah, they're like, should we wake up the robot? And they're like, nah, he'll wake up if there's a fight. So that's why it's also important to try and keep things quiet before, like, so you can take out the robot before they take out you, because it's a lot easier to kill them when they're not moving or awake, because you just sort of walk up to them and stab them and they're gone. Now, I probably should have taken out the guard around the corner first, because that's much louder than just quietly taking out a dude, which I'm pretty sure he knows that I'm there. I don't know where he went though, apparently. But yeah, so like I said, this is my 4th playthrough. I think I've said that like 4 times now. Get it? Because it's 4th play. Anyway, yeah, so I kind of know my way around a little bit better. So that's why I'm sort of going in the walls and semi-know where I'm going. I say semi because right now is where I'm going to make a stupid mistake, which I did end up cutting out a lot of it, because there was a lot of just messing around with the levers to get it back to the way it was. So pulling this one, that room over there, you'll see in a second, is actually just where we entered the mansion, which I didn't realize until I ended up in that room. And what I've done by pulling that lever is just resetting it to the beginning state, so it's just a room with no way to get through it, and I was like, ah, damn it. So that's why I've cut forward to me pulling the lever, because I did a bunch of other stuff trying to see if there's another way to go, but I was like, okay, no. So I wasted a lot of time there. And I've just cut that out, so we can just get going a little bit quicker. So, here we are, back when everything's looking good. So this hallway here is actually, I believe it's this, yeah, this is where you, well, it's not. It's where you can exit. Like, I actually exited this way the first time around I did this. So that's why I thought it'd be an interesting way to go through this way. Like, as you can see, we're back in this area again. It'd be interesting to go back through there, because my thinking was, hey, why don't I take out all the guards and all the robots before, you know, or the soldiers. Are they Clockwork Soldiers or something like that? Clockwork Soldier, yeah. And it's the Clockwork Mansion, of course. I don't know. Are they robots? They look like robots. Again, I apologize. I'm a complete noob. I'm doing my best. Yeah, Clockwork Soldiers are the robot-y looking things. So, yeah, I thought, why don't I take out all these guys first, so then I can basically just waltz out of the mansion at the end. That was my idea, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I was kind of, I guess, working my way backwards, but in this mansion especially, because everything moves and everything's configurable, it's not, like, we're not necessarily working our way backwards, because there's so many different ways you can go, and so many different things that you can do. So, this thing in the middle of the room, that little pylon in the middle, I can't remember what they call it. You might have heard it in the game a little while ago where they were activating it. Wow, good me. Good attacking there, me. Yeah, so if I walk into that central area, it will like zap me with electricity and I'll die immediately, which is no good. But I do have some rewiring tools, so I'm able to rewire that, I guess, glorified bug zapper essentially in the middle of the room. So any guards or any soldiers that walk into the area will themselves get zapped. Though that guy, he just missed it because he walked out of the room. The first time I sort of rewired it, though, the guy that was just standing in the middle of the room, he just absolutely got obliterated. It was beautiful. So that worked to my favor, which I was quite happy about. Anyway, going up the lift. I mean, I don't know how this wouldn't be suspicious. Just like a lift. Making a lot of noise, mind you. Just like grrr, going up. So we have a bunch of people over here, which we need to take out. As you can see, we have that robot on the wall, and we have two, the Clockwork Soldier sitting in the wall, waiting to wake up, and we have those two guards sort of wandering around. Now, I could just go in there, or I could even just shoot them with a gun and take them out if I wanted. But, again, I want to try and keep the noise down so the soldier doesn't wake up, because that's just going to create more trouble for myself, and it will, in turn, alert more and more people every time. So that's why I was just waiting for them to sort of separate just a little bit, so that I can make my way over and take them out one by one. Because if I can do it quietly, the other one won't know. But again, it's always a weird thing in games. It's like, I don't... Some of the noises you make in games, and this isn't just Dishonored 2, it's like any game. It's like you make so much noise, it's like, how would people not know that you're alive? Oh, that was close. That robot, that Clockwork Soldier nearly woke up. I feel like he was about to wake up, but he didn't, so we're good. We took him out. So... There's a rune or bone charm nearby. Equip the heart. I could, but I wasn't really in the mood for that, to be honest. Anyway, so again, I'm still technically, based on the first time I played this through, I'm technically working my way backwards of the way I came out. So it's kind of interesting. I thought it'd be a good idea. Take out all the people that I know that are there. There are still, at the end, there are still a few people left around the mansion because I didn't explore everywhere. I think we might even see a bit where I just kind of ran away from some people that were standing there. Look at that view. It's beautiful. Oh, sunset or possibly sunrise. I'm not sure. Looks great. Looks beautiful. Anyway, I thought I'd just have a little look out the window because I thought it was quite nice. There's me heart. Oh yeah, I didn't necessarily go looking for the bone charms or the runes because I was like, well, I kind of just want to be as stealthy as possible and take out the guards. I didn't really want to worry about that, especially because every time you play through this mission, it just reset and you just start it again. So I was like, I mean, once you've done it, it's like, I don't think I really want to go get those again. So I didn't really bother. I was just showing you, you know, there they are, I guess, if you want to know. If you want the most comprehensive playthrough, this is definitely not the video to be watching. And I'm surprised you've watched this far because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Just saving the game because while checkpoints are good, sometimes save games are a little bit better because you can choose when you want to checkpoint. So this is the lab where our good friend Kieran Jindosh is residing. So we're just going to try and find him. Now, the first time I played this, it was quite funny. It was actually pretty damn funny because the first time I played this and I came in the lab, I called the elevator. And he was in the elevator facing backwards and I just stabbed him in the back and he just died immediately. The second time I did it, he was standing in front of the elevator waiting for it and I just killed him. But this time he's up the top because I don't know, he's just up the top this time, so it's a little bit different. But he does have a couple of the Clockwork Soldiers hanging around him, so I thought, why don't we try and take those guys out with explosive bullets, because if they explode, there'll be like a static discharge and cause a bigger explosion, so that might be able to help us out a little bit. So we've just shot them, well, shot one of them, and then there's the other one. And I believe, I'm not sure what happens here, but I think the other, yeah, you can see the Clockwork Soldier back there. I think he was attacking Jindosh, because I had damaged the soldier, and then he like killed him or something. I think that's what happened, but we didn't actually see it. But anyway, Jindosh is dead, so job done. I like how he was being so absolutely cocky about everything. Oh, you've gone further than anyone before. Good luck. And then it's like he's taunting you and teasing you, and then it's like, it takes me like 2 seconds to walk into your office and just kill you. Like it really wasn't hard, buddy. Really wasn't hard, buddy. So he's a bit of a jerk. So we took him out. Right. So let's go and fetch good old Anton Sokolov, because we need to get him out of the what was it? I can't remember what it's called. Something chamber, assessment chamber. That's where we need to get him. There's a rune nearby. There's one there, bone charms, all that kind of good stuff. That one is, I don't know, it's obviously the level below, but again, like I didn't really go searching for them. I was like, if there's one in the room, I'll get one, but there wasn't, so I was like, eh. Yeah, so we're gonna go get good friend Sokolov and get him out of here, because he doesn't belong here, or at least I feel like he doesn't deserve to be here. Again, disclaimer, I have no idea who he is. But again, I mean, it's all in good fun. I was just very grateful that I got the chance to do this, because those of you that may not know, like I'm recording this video on the day that I fly out to the UK from Australia, which is like a 24-hour flight. So I've only got a few hours before I have to get on a plane. And the capture event for this was yesterday. So it thankfully worked out to the day before I left, so I was able to go and record and get this for you. So I was like really glad that I was able to do this. But it meant that I didn't really have a lot of time to sort of, I guess, do any sort of research, so apologies. But I feel like if you've watched this far in, I think you're in for the long haul, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think I was just looking for the rune or bone charm, but I gave up because I needed a key, which I didn't have, and I didn't really have the time to go searching for keys because I wouldn't even know where to look. Right, so we have a little bug zapper wall, so let's just rewire that. Which is also useful because that means that people are chasing me and I come back through here rather than just turning it off, which you could do by removing the oil unit, whatever it was. Is it like whale oil? Am I making that up? But I think it is like whale oil or something that powers it. Anyway, instead of just removing that, we just rewire it so that if anyone chases me through there, they'll just get obliterated, which is really handy. So this person, they're gone. So there's a few people around here, but I thought, yeah, I don't know. I just went for a non-lethal choking. Didn't want to kill them. Yeah, there's a few people wandering around here, so I'll actually go and take all those people out first before getting Sokolov, I believe. Oh, this is quite funny, actually, coming up here. Well, at least I thought it was quite funny. I was like, ooh, what's behind that? And then like this whole room lowers down, and there's like these two people. It's like, we're moving along. It's like they're here to meet Jindosh, and it's like, I'm like, oh god, ooh, there they are. I could have gone in and killed them, but I didn't really know who they were, so I was just like, okay. What I'll do is I'll just blink over here and put them back up the top. And I was like, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't want to deal with you right now because they're not a threat. So I was like, okay, I'll just leave them up the top and not worry about it. Now, we're heading on down and we're going to go into the assessment chamber. So this is an interesting little area that's kind of, yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle. Not really. It's not super difficult or anything. But you sort of stand on pressure plates to adjust, like change walls and all that. So it's interesting, and especially with the clockwork soldier, he's trying to find his way through. Anyway, so he knows I'm there because it's quite obvious because someone is changing all the walls. So I was like, what do I want to use? Maybe just the old pistol. If you shoot the sort of white pads on his arms, that does a lot of damage. And I think there's also, and well, obviously his face as well. If you shoot off his head, then they get confused, and I think they could even. I think that's what happened to Kieran Jindosh. I think we shot off the soldier's head, so he didn't know who he was attacking, so he started attacking Jindosh. Because if you shoot off the head, they can start attacking each other or other guards and all that kind of stuff because they don't know what's going on, so they just attack. So that's always interesting. And I think that's what happened with Jindosh because I don't know, the robot just started attacking him. Anyway, let me whack that open. There's our dude over there. Now, I did just cut out the cutscene here, but there's... Well, I didn't cut it out. I actually just skipped it in-game because it was like the 4th time I'd seen it. And also, I mean, if you play it, then you might be more interested in it. So, I'll leave it for you. I also like how violent it is just because I didn't need to put... I actually didn't need to put down his body. I don't know why I put him down there. But it's like every time you want to drop him, it's like there's specifically on the right hand screen it says drop or throw, and it's like the dropping is still like super violent. Like it looks like you're absolutely flinging. Look at that, just like and put him over there. Good. I don't want to know what throwing him is like, because dropping him seemed pretty rough. Now, from my memory, there was a few guards hanging around up here, but I think... I'm not sure if I already killed them or not. I couldn't remember, but I didn't see them there. But the first couple of times I did it, there was like 3 guards up there and I had killed them. I think they are there, and I think, yep, there we go. I'm like, ooh, and I'm like, okay, let me just run away. Yeah, here we go. So this is where, and we know that this path is clear because we came through here before. We took out everybody that we needed to, and now I'm basically just beelining to the exit, like with this dude. Because we've cleared the path that we need to go on. So I'm like, all right, let's get the money, let's run through. And that's why I thought it'd be a good idea just to take out all the guards first, so I could sort of just absolutely haul ass with his body over my shoulder, which I thought was quite a good idea. Now, I could have gone back through that way, the way I came, or I thought I could just use this little nifty bridge, which I only knew was there because one of the variations that happens is if you walk up to this bridge from the other side when you enter the mansion, you see good old mate Jindosh. He walks up to it, he like pulls the lever and like lowers the bridge, and he comes up and taunts you through the door. So that's how I knew it was there, and I was like, you know what, that's gonna be a much quicker way to get out. Let's just do that. And then I know for a fact that this room is clear because I cleared it out before. I was just like, la 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 la, just get a stroll to the exit. Now, as a little bit of a disclaimer as well, going through these doors, and when we came in them as well, I did cut out the loading time, so there was a loading time there, but I've cut it out, so it's just instant. So that loading time, not representative of what's in the game. I don't know if the loading time that was in this demo was representative either, but either way, I've cut it out, so that loading time, there is a loading time there. I don't know how long it will be, just as a disclaimer. But anyways, guys, that is Dishonored 2. I hope you enjoyed my little preview / let's play of it. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.